This offseason has been all about Carson Wentz for the Indianapolis Colts, and they received quite the scare when Wentz went down with an injury and had to undergo left foot surgery about a month ago. But it appears their starting quarterback is hopeful to suit up come week 1. As we look back at the previous season, the Colts signed 38-year-old Philip Rivers after he threw 20 interceptions with the Chargers. Rivers thrived in Reich's system, and the Colts finished 11-5 before losing 27-24 at Buffalo in the AFC wildcard game. They went 5-3 at home, 6-2 on the road, and finished the division 5-1. Offensively, they ranked 10th, scoring 378.1 yards per game. Defensively, they ranked 8th, giving up just 332.1. What makes the Colts so tricky to read is Carson Wentz is perhaps the greatest unknown heading into the 2021 season. Wentz was an MVP candidate in 2017 prior to getting hurt, and he single-handedly carried Philadelphia into the playoffs in 2019. However, last season, he was just utterly atrocious. And with the most important positions in football, arguably quarterback and left tackle, both the starters for the Colts retired this past season. So Indianapolis was forced to go out and trade for Carson Wentz and sign offensive tackle Eric Fisher. When the 2021 draft rolled around, they selected Kwity Paye in round 1 with the 21st overall pick, a defensive end out of Michigan. They drafted another defensive end out of Vanderbilt in the 2nd round named Dayo Odebai. I've looked this name up like 4 times. I'm gonna get it right though, okay? Dayo Odebango, probably still got it wrong. In round 4, they drafted Kylen Granson, a tight end out of SMU. Fun fact, Kylen Granson and I played on the same baseball team at Westlake, so I'm super happy for him. Danico Autry was the big name player the Colts did not retain during the free agency period. Autry signed with the division rival Titans on a 3-year deal. Justin Houston went to the Ravens. Veterans T.Y. Hilton, Xavier Rhodes, Marlon Mack, and T.J. Carey are back for the 2021 season. A few other additions to the Colts roster include Chris Reed, Antoine Woods, Sean Davis, and Isaac Rochelle. Their strength of schedule ranks tied for 23rd, but do not be deceived. Their first 5 games are literally all against playoff teams. They see Seattle week 1. They're at Los Angeles versus the Rams week 2. Week 5, they're at Baltimore. Week 11, they're at Buffalo. Week 14, they play Tampa Bay. The only reason their strength of schedule is tied for 23rd is because 4 of their 17 games come against either Jacksonville or Houston. Besides that, there are some really tough matchups on the schedule. As for key players, let's start at the most important position, quarterback and Carson Wentz. Why do you ask? The Colts are sold on Wentz? Because the Eagles did not protect him, allowing 15 more sacks than any other team. He shouldered much of the blame for the Eagles' struggles and became gun-shy from taking a continual pounding and not being surrounded with enough weapons. Jonathan Taylor cemented himself as one of the best young running backs in the game, totaling just under 1,500 yards from scrimmage and scoring 12 touchdowns. T.Y. Hilton re-signed for 1 year, reportedly turning down more money from Baltimore, but the 31-year-old wide receiver's last Pro Bowl was 4 years ago, and honestly, he's more of a possession receiver now. That means second-year pro Michael Pittman Jr. has the opportunity to step up as the number 1. Pittman had 1 monster game with 7 catches for 101 yards against Tennessee. He needs to deliver on a more consistent basis. Quentin Nelson anchors last season's top offensive line. There is a huge question mark at left tackle, and Eric Fisher, who's coming off a torn Achilles, hopefully can step up and fill that hole. On the other side of the ball, Indianapolis has one of the most underrated defenses in the league. Linebacker Darius Leonard is coming off a 3rd consecutive All-Pro season and has amassed 416 tackles, 15 sacks, 9 forced fumbles, and 7 interceptions in just 3 seasons. The Maniac is the heart and soul of this 4-3 defense, which is why the Colts made Leonard the highest paid inside linebacker in NFL history after signing him to a 5-year, $98.5 million contract extension in early August. DeForest Buckner has been better than advertised, acquired from San Francisco for a 2020 first-round pick. Buckner led the Colts with 9.5 sacks and was voted All-Pro for a second time. Nickel cornerback Kenny Moore II is one of the best in the NFL, and veteran cornerback Xavier Rhodes re-signed for another year after a solid season. As for my projections, the Colts are trending in the right direction. I think they are still a couple pieces and a year or two away from being a serious Super Bowl contender, especially in light of Wentz's injury. I just feel the edge rush is still a work in progress, and their young defenders need more time to develop. I'm gonna go 10-7 for the Colts come this season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are your projections? Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do drop a subscription if you guys are enjoying the content. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.